Hi, Jessica. Nice to see you again. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. Um, it's when I click on that picture of your brother, the one that you sent me, and I look at it, it's almost like his eyes are like he's sitting in front of me in person, and his eyes are just looking right through me, like he just knows things. He could look at people and I don't want to say judge them. That's not the way I want to say it. He could just look at somebody and he was kind of like an empath. I don't know if you know what that is, where I can sit next to somebody or I can sit across from them and look in their eyes and I just kind of know what they're feeling and know what they're thinking and I'm not reading their mind, but you can feel those vibes off of them. You just understand what they're going through. And I get that feeling when I look at that picture. It's kind of like, oh, hell, he's right here. Even though he is right here. He just had that way about him, a silent way. I don't think he really let people know. Oh, good God, I hope my dog doesn't bark too long. Anyway, I'm gonna let him come forward and just let him do what he wants to do. he's he's coming through and he's got a costume on. And it looks like he's making it more pronounced now because it's big and brown and furry and it's got little round ears. It's a bear. It's a bear. Kind of like Yogi Bear. He's got this costume on. he's he's doing it to be funny. The face is kind of open on the costume. It's got kind of a white belly on it and it's fuzzy brown fur. And he's dancing around doing a jig. I wish you could see what I see. And now he's reaching down. There's one little kid. Oh, I can't tell yet if it's a boy or this one's a girl. This one's a girl, and she's in a pretty little dress. She's sitting like in a sandbox, all dressed up, but she's in a sandbox. That wouldn't work for me. In a very cute little dress with curly, kind of darker hair. It's all kind of like somebody curled it like a Shirley Temple type curl. I know I'm telling my age there. You may be young enough you might have to Google who Shirley Temple is. And he's reaching down and she's got a bucket and a shovel and little white socks and little patent leather shoes on and she's scooping sand into the bucket and he's reaching down to help her, but he was reaching down to take her hand, but he hasn't done it yet. Okay, so whoever this little girl is, oh, I stink at guessing ages. Um, 3, 4, 5, 6, somewhere in there. I can't really tell because she's sitting down and she looks little, not little like 1 or 2, but not 10 yet. How's that? And then I see the number 6. Um, she doesn't look that old. Anyway, the feeling I'm getting is he interacts with this little girl and he does it in a way like this, so it doesn't scare her, and she's very comfortable with him playing with her. She acts like he's not there. She knows he's there. She's so used to it, it doesn't bother her. And no, she doesn't want to quit playing in the sandbox. She doesn't care that he's there. He's saying, well, this is supposed to be something like weird and exciting or something. He says, it doesn't even bother her. It does not bother kids that little until us adults go back and tell them, you couldn't have seen that. You can't have an imaginary friend. You can't do that because all these kids, when they come into this world, they can see until we shut it down. So if she talks about him or points, believe her. I see the name Alice. I stink at names. I stink at guessing ages. So it could be just a female with an A name that's similar to Alice. He didn't say why. I don't know if he's indicating it's this child. He's saying, okay, I'm going to go. Oh. Okay, I don't know what's up with that. When he turned around to walk around or the other way, there's a tail on this costume that looks like a squirrel tail. But that is not, maybe that is a squirrel costume because it didn't look like a squirrel, but I guess squirrels have little ears. It looked like a bear. But he turned around to show me the tail and he was walking around behind this little girl like that. He's going to go around the other side, try to get her attention. Oh my gosh, he's funny. He's traipsing off. This is like a playground. He's traipsing off somewhere else. There's some other kid over there. And he's walking along like this. Maybe he is a chipmunk or a squirrel. Oh. I've never seen one do that, but that would make perfect sense if they're approaching little kids and they think they might scare them. Hey, we'll come up in something funny and cute. There's a little boy over there. He looks to be older than the little girl. And the little boy's on a swing. And it's like a playground swing, like with the big metal poles, not like your backyard swing. And he's going to go over there and hang out with him. He seems to want you to know all this. I mean, I let them come through and do what they want to do because they know better than I do. I'm just their voice. This little boy is sitting on the swing. I don't think he's being stubborn. He's got his head down kind of he's holding on to the swing and he's got his head down. He's not swinging. Like he's sad or he doesn't want to pick his head up. The little boy says, I miss you. So he's kind of, your brother's kind of over there consoling this one. Okay, I'm asking him if there's an importance to this. We need to move on. He said it is important that you know that he is there helping these children, especially that one. And that he's staying there. He's just staying there talking to him. I can't hear what he's saying. Now he's hugging him. Telling him it's going to be all right. And he says, you're going to be all right too. See if we can get him. Unless there's something else with this. Need it. He says, remember when I used to do this to you? Or this to you? Or this to you? He said it was all in fun. He says, I loved you. That's what brothers do. And then he puts his fists up like this and he goes, but if anybody else did that to you, it was on like Donkey Kong. And he said it still is. He says, don't underestimate me. Don't underestimate what I can do, what I'm learning to do. He says everything up here is all about love and light, goodness, being pure, not having all the weights of the world, all the... Do what? I'm not getting it. Hang on. We shed all the weights of the world when we shed our bodies. We shed all that crap. Uh-oh. Now I'm getting itchy up here, so they do that to me sometimes. Ah. I'll tell her in a minute. He wants you to know when you shed your body, you shed the weights of the world. You don't have all of that ego. That ego comes with your body. The hatred, the anger, the being petty. He said that's ego, and it's attached to your body. He said he's light, and he feels bright, and he feels good, and he feels goodness. Now he wants to talk to me about the itching, and I don't know who I had here recently that I kept getting touched, and it feels like, it doesn't quite feel like a fly or a bug crawling across your head, but it feels kind of like that, but it's in one spot. It'll be in one spot. It's not like a bug crawling across your head. It's like something itchy in one spot, and then it was itchy here, and then, well, now it started to over here. It didn't quite. Just now it's right here. Because he's going to try to do that to you. And actually, I've been asking them, touch me, asking, touch me, and it's not going to feel like skin to skin because there is no skin, but he's energy. He's still got the same essence, the same behavior, kind of. They shed the ugly stuff mostly. But he's energy, and actually, even right now in our bodies, we are energy. We're just encased in this skin. So he's going to try to do that to you. And he's doing it on my head, so I'm assuming that's where he's going to try it on you. They usually show me what they're going to do. So it's almost like a tingling, but it makes me want to itch, so I don't know how to describe it any better. I'm sorry. Okay, he's mentioning something about a car. Something about a car being a piece of crap. Piece of crap is better than nothing, but it's still a piece of crap. You gotta do what you gotta do. And he goes like this. He's standing over. This is my right side. I know sometimes these videos make it look backwards. He's standing over here, right here. He goes like this. I thought he had something to do with money, but I didn't see money, so he's not clarifying. Now he put his hands down lower and did it. Okay, you're gonna have to tell me why you're doing that. Now his hands are going clear down to the floor doing it. Don't. Now I'm getting it again. Do not have head lice. That's not what it is. got something to do with this car. I don't know. I don't know if he's saying, I'm not going to guess. I will not make things up to fit my readings. I will not do a fake thing like that. Now he's standing directly behind me, and he's got his hands up here over my shoulders, and he's going to you because he knows you're going to be looking at this right now, and he's doing that to you and going boo, 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 boo. He literally rested his chin on top of my head while he's still standing behind me, and he's just staring at you. And the back of my head's tingling from his energy. He says, wow, you're gorgeous. He's totally staring at you with his chin resting on the back of my head. You're gorgeous. I should have appreciated. Oh, he's gonna make me cry. I haven't been crying during my videos, but the last week or so seems like it's been a lot more. I should have appreciated you when I had you. You always had my back. Even at times when I was a dumbass. And he kind of hangs his head a little bit. He moved over, hangs his head a little bit, and kind of like he's showing that he's ashamed. He's ashamed that he didn't let you know more when he was here. That he shouldn't. He's moving over here a little bit. That he shouldn't have had to wait till he got to where he's at now to have to talk through me to tell you how much he appreciated and loved you. He said that's what we do on this earth. We don't let people know when we're face to face. Not enough hugs and popcorn. And that's something my stepfather used to say. Need more hugs and popcorn. Which means you need to sit down with them and eat popcorn and spend more time with them and hug them more. He's being quiet for a second. He's contemplating something, but I'm not sure what. We've gone from laughing with a squirrel costume to crying here. He said I can't hear you. He said there's something that you're wanting to do. There's something that maybe even nobody else knows about that you want to do. Something that is your true heart's desire. Something you think you're not good enough for. Something, oh, he says me too. He's talking to you. Something you haven't even opened up and told other people about. Something you think you can't afford it, or it won't bring in something to do with money. You either can't afford to do it, you think, or you won't make enough money doing it, or it's going to cost too much money, or something. And he literally yelled, "Just do it." Just do it, he says. Do what makes your heart sing. Don't waste your breath, daily breath. Don't waste your daily breath wishing that you could have, would have. don't know how. Tell her I love her. Tell her I'm going to help open doors for her. Tell her she needs to start working towards this thing. He said, it's going to make your heart sing. Come out in the open with it. And people are going to be attracted to you that are going to help you, that are going to be helpers, mentors. And he did that to me, and he says, and you know what I'm talking about, you need that same speech. Yes, I know. He says, no, I'm always with you. This is my left ear. He's going to try to tickle where he's pulling on me a while ago. He's going to try to touch you there too. So that'll feel like a fly landing on you probably. I went into a haunted house the other day and they kept touching me, but it was like a fly landing on my hair. So if it's something like that, I don't know if you got spiky hair like mine. And when you turn around and you can't see anything, know that that's him. He's trying to get your attention. I don't know where he's going. Hang on. Where are you going? He went. I've never had one take off like that before. He just woof, took off. Okay, in my house, if you go that way, you go through the kitchen. There's 2 kitchen doors, and you can actually go in a circle around and around through the kitchen. So when I said, where are you going? And then I couldn't see him, he was on the other side of the wall. And then he came back around through the door right in front of me. And he says, tell her, it's just like I'm in the next room. She can't see me. You're going to hear him mumbling like from another room. Don't get freaked out. Because hell, I couldn't even see him. He took off and I thought, the heck did he just leave? He said, tell you it's like that. It's like he stepped into the next room. And I couldn't see him. But I knew he was still there. I was hoping he was still there somewhere. I hope he didn't just bail out. Oh, he said, it's like that. It's like I'm in the next room. I'm still there. But then he's going to come right back in. Now he came back in for me. He's not going to come back. You're just not going to be able to see him. You're going to hear some mumbling. You're going to hear some mumbling. You may not be able to make out the words. Going to hear some mumbling, and it's going to sound like M words, like mother. I keep hearing M type mumbling. So you may not be able to understand the words, but you're going to hear him a little bit. He's making a very, very big effort to come to let you know he's still there. He says, I know you miss me. We should have done more. And now he's showing me a fishing pier, but it looks like on an ocean. It looks like when I went to Galveston, Texas, and they have those big piers that go in. I know it's the Gulf. My friend says you didn't go to a real ocean. I don't care. It was a beach. It was like those piers they head out into the Gulf. He showed me that in fishing poles. So it may not be that you went to the Gulf or the ocean fishing, but it might, he's not showing me a pond, but it might be that he just wished he'd spent more quiet time with you, or that, like I said, I'm not going to feed anything into it. I'm not going to make stuff, I will not make stuff up. He just would have liked to have spent more. Oh, he's going to make me cry again. He would like to have spent more alone time, just you and him hanging out, heart to heart. He says, take care of my bros. I think by that he means buddies, but I'm not sure. Give him an old slap on the back, and they need to buy each other a beer. And he says, sorry, I left things in this, and it's like showing twine or string or something, and it's all tangled up. He says, I'm sorry I left things in this tangled up mess. He said he was a little tangled up mess too. Inside. Now he's singing a song. I don't know the song. Now I lost it. I didn't hear it all. He was singing something about love, something with the word love in it. What's love got to do with it? Oh, who sings that song? I don't know. I'm terrible at that. What's love but a second-hand emotion? What's love got to do with it? Who needs a heart when a heart can be broken? But he's not singing in a really sad way, because right now he really doesn't care. No, I didn't say that right. It's not that he doesn't care. Totally shouldn't have said it that way. He says, okay, I'm done for now. He went back to the sandbox, and he's back in his little suit, and he's sitting cross-legged in the sand with the little girl. And now here comes the little boy running, much happier, running towards them to play in the sand with them. And the little boy comes running up, goes around the sandbox, comes around behind him as he's sitting cross-legged, and grabs him from behind and hugs him. So whatever was going on before is not going on now. He's evidently gotten through to him. He goes like this to me and says, thank you. He says, I'll catch you later, sis. And now he's showing me that picture of the fishing on the pier, and all I see is water and a beautiful sunset, and the sun's already almost halfway down. Gorgeous cloud, behind the sun. He says that's the way life should be. Don't look at all the dark stuff. Look at the beautiful things. They're free. The only thing it's going to cost you is a worm for your hook. I like this guy. Okay, he's done. I hope some of this resonated with you. He's a great guy. I love the squirrel outfit or bear outfit or whatever the heck it is. It's hilarious. So if one of those kids says something, they get overly excited about a bear or a squirrel or something. He's shaking that damn tail at me again, and it's furry, so it's almost got to be a squirrel. He goes, "Yup." Well, it was kind of a sad costume from the front, but it works. Oh, great. I loved it. I haven't seen that before. Oh, I love my buddies on the other side. Yep. Then my Bob steps forward. Thank you, Bob, for helping. Bob always helps with my readings. He's my friend in spirit. He's my guide now. Gotta love Bob. And we'll love Billy too. Two B's, B and B. All right, catch you later. I'm done babbling. He's done talking. Rhonda Constant, your favorite hometown medium, physical energy healer, and oracle card advisor. I hope you got some validations in here from something, and catch you later. Much love to you.